Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Life Zone podcast. I'm your co-host, Eric Pannell.
And I'm Xavier Lanier.
And on this podcast, we talk about the parallels of sports and life. This episode is sponsored by Appliance Medic, bringing your appliances back to life. Phase Consulting Partners, helping you with your consulting, talent management, and learning development needs. Be sure to download both on iPhone and Android. Got a special guest on the podcast today.
Yeah.
Drew-Hundley. How you doing, man?
I'm doing wonderful, man. Before we get into it, I gotta say I'm proud of y'all. It's a fire platform. I'm happy to be on it. Yeah, you got reads and all kind of stuff, sponsors. I love it. I'm here.
Appreciate it, man. Well, we gotta give you proper due, folks. We gotta give you welcome to the show. X, what's good, man?
Hey, man, another day in the seat, man. You know, sports is live right now, and I'm excited about it.
Yeah, definitely live. Let's go right to it. Let's talk about this Memphis and Golden State Warriors, man. What'd you guys think about the series overall, but definitely think about last night? I mean, Memphis punched back. Literally punched back.
Mm-hmm.
So suspension or not?
Nah, man. No. So I've been hearing the people talk about the foul, right, and how it was flagrant and it was intentional and all this other stuff, man. But I don't play basketball, man. I know, right? The wind up and all that stuff in today's NBA is overrated to me, right? The dude tried to make a basketball play, in my opinion. It's my opinion. Now I understand he hit the man in the head and it broke his elbow. I got that, right? I understand the consequences of his actions. However, it didn't look like the dude was trying to intentionally hurt him, right? He was trying to prevent the basket, in my opinion. But
I gotta disagree, bro. I do. I gotta disagree. I also, grew up in a dirty style of basketball. As my background shows, I was raised by the bad boys, so I got respect for that style of play. I do think that reputation comes into play. Dillon Brooks is known as that type of, cross the line, a little habitually type of player. And one thing I've understood is intent doesn't matter. And so you can not have any intent. It's the impact of the play that they determine. He didn't get nowhere near the ball, man. He smacked my man right upside the head in the air from behind. I just think there's no place for that in today's version of the game. If you got to be consistent. Now, if we're going to go back to the old rules, then okay. But if we're going to be consistent, and then also I think Draymond's game one set the precedent. There's no way they could not throw Dillon Brooks out after what happened with Draymond. From the rest of the playoffs, the line is already set.
I get that, but and I you know what I'm saying, everybody entitled to their opinion, right? I get it.
Yeah.
I just think that Draymond's was a little different in the style that Draymond hit the dude across the face and the arm, and then when the dude was continuing to go up, Draymond grabbed his jersey and threw him to the ground. That's 3 different fouls in one play, right? That's a different. It looks different to me.
Yeah.
So you said Draymond's was worse. Draymond's was the worst foul.
Exactly.
Well,
I disagree.
Definitely different. Definitely disagree with you on that one, X. Because I mean, here's the thing: if it's the regular season, Draymond's not suspended, and if it's the regular season, there wouldn't be a reason for the referees to make up for the optics of what that foul was last night. It's all about the optics.
See now you get now you get into the meat of it.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. So there's a different way we got to phrase the question when we say, what do you think about the foul? What do you think about the foul in terms of what it should be? And what do you think about the reality portion of it? The reality portion is he going to get suspended. Like, definitely he definitely going to get kicked out.
Oh, kicked out. Okay.
He's definitely going to get kicked out, but I could definitely see the suspension coming. I don't know if they ruled. I haven't seen anything late. They said he's not going to get suspended?
I haven't seen it either. No, I was saying I hadn't seen it either. In my preparation to talk to y'all, I was checking.
The optics said they had to do what they did last night.
So let me ask this question though. You talk about suspensions. Draymond didn't get suspended. He got ejected, but he didn't get suspended.
Correct.
So why are we expecting suspension for Dylan Brooks?
I don't think they will. I personally don't think they will. I think he missed the whole game. He played 3 minutes.
Right. So that's suspension.
He got ejected too. So the precedent was already set. He got ejected. That's fine. Right. But suspension.
You know the human nature of it though. The injury, him getting injured didn't help.
No, it made it worse. It made it worse because it goes into the intent versus impact. The impact is GP2 not playing anymore, probably for the rest of the playoffs. Right. Even if they continue, I mean, a fractured elbow don't sound like you're gonna just pop up.
He done for this. He done for
it. So that is not gonna help the situation. But yeah, now it's a party. Like they gonna be scrapping for the rest. Where Big Steven Adams at? They need him to come on back because it's about to be a fight.
he got a couple more games. He on the way though. He got a couple more games. He'll be back.
Explain to me this point system though. Draymond got the flagrant
2 points. Yeah.
So what is the point? I can't remember how the point system works. He has to get suspended or whatever.
For me, I thought it was 4 points in the playoffs.
Okay.
And so a flagrant 2 is worth 2 points. I guess a flagrant 1 is 1. So I think he has 2 more flagrant 1s or 1 flagrant 2 is how I think I understand it. Either way it goes, Draymond is, he a habitual line stepper, so he'll be on the cusp of suspension by the next round if they get past Memphis, which 100%. I'm not predicting.
100%. Yeah. So with the series, where do you guys see this going now? We're going back 1-1 back to Golden State. Steph hadn't really been Steph yet to me.
All playoffs, right?
Yeah, well, definitely this series with these 2 games are really, you know what I'm saying? Like, he got off a little bit in the first game, and I think 27 points for him in this game was a bad game for Steph to me.
I mean, that's average for him.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, that's average for him, right? He's always going to be 27, 30 something. That's easy, right? That's a quiet game for Steph.
Right.
But I think long term, it's going to be an entertaining one, just like the first series against Minnesota. It really just comes down. I think the Warriors' experience is what's going to get them over. Right? It's what's going to help them win this series, because athletically, Memphis is above reproach on that. So I mean, I'm gonna go with Golden State on this one just because they got more experience. You can't argue with their resume as a core group. So I think that's gonna get them over the hump on this series. And then we'll see what happens against Phoenix.
I tend to agree with you, but I think there is one caveat there. What we just witnessed last night, if Ja has this ascended in front of our eyes, and he comes back and puts that type of pressure moving forward, because the best answer for Ja was GP2, and we just said he's not in anymore. So I tend to agree with the experience thing, but I do think he can go nuclear, as we've seen superstars do, and it can wipe away that experience if Clay and Steph aren't playing like Clay and Steph, which we haven't seen them put the games together at the same time yet. Yeah. So yeah, and shouts out to my man Jordan Poole, because that's a Wolverine right there.
Yeah, that was coming.
That brother is it's a pool party, so y'all better be Splash Brothers. I better hear 3 people in that Splash Brothers.
You gotta make a couple more threes just to join that group, man. The other 2 cats is they don't set some records together. You know what I mean? Like they don't earn that name.
That's true.
But one last thing I would say, well, my question for you actually, when you say Ja Morant could go nuclear, you think he's gonna do that 3 more games?
I don't think he can. But I wouldn't bet anything that's worth anything to me that he can't, that he won't. It's very tough in the playoffs to go like that. We only seeing a very rare breed of players to be able to do that. But what he's showing us is you keep poking at him. Y'all keep, Draymond and all that stuff, saying stuff to him on the way out. I locked that up. You keep poking at the young fella. He's showing us that he got another level to go. So I wouldn't bet on it. But if we watch it, I wouldn't be like, oh my, I can't believe it. Like, I can believe it. So I still would, smart money say Golden State. but the basketball fan in me,
Yeah,
I would love to see Ja just go nuts and beat them by himself. Technically by himself, but he need that whole squad to do what they do.
Speaking of that, me and X already talked about this. Who's
Okay.
the real engine for that Memphis team?
The real engine for the Memphis team. So, and I think it changes, but if you would have asked me before last game, I would say Bane has been the guy, the consistent guy. One, we all hoop. You ever seen a hooper that swole who can shoot? I haven't.
Never.
You've never seen nobody that swole who can shoot. Usually you that swole, you
Yeah, I got you.
Kevin Willis
real
out
stiff.
here.
Yeah, he real
Right?
stiff.
So that already shocked me. But I think Bane, but he had an awful game last game, and they still, because y'all went nuclear. But I think Bane is, and I think Jaren Jackson is the X factor. Though I think Bane is the engine, but I think Jaren Jackson is the X factor. If that man can just stay out of foul trouble, it'll be a different problem for Golden State. But I wouldn't bet any penny that he's not gonna foul out two more times the rest of this series, and not 3 more.
I love Bane's game, man. We talked about it. We're sitting on the patio the night, man. I was like, Bane's game, man, is so. First of all, he got the green light. He gonna shoot that thing regardless, and just how control he is, and you know what I'm saying. He just all around. I just like his game. I really do.
Man, I was out watching the game last night with my brother and some other guys, and I was like, "How tall is Bane?" We looked it up. He like 6'5". I never seen him bang on nobody. I'm like, man, he that big.
Right.
All he ready to do is light it up.
Light
That's
it
all
up.
he ready to do. He don't care about nothing else. He just wants you to he just want to hit them 3. And he like led the league or top few in the league in fast break points, which I thought was crazy.
Go get it. That's for sure.
That dude nice, man.
So, 7 games? We thinking 7 games?
I pray.
I hope so.
I pray for 7, but I think 6 will do it.
Golden State?
Golden State in 6.
Golden State in 6.
So that means they're gonna win in Memphis. No, they're gonna win Golden State because Memphis got home court.
Yeah, they're gonna win. I think Memphis. I think Ja Morant, and I'm gonna put it all out there. I think Ja Morant gonna have another spectacular game, at least one more in Memphis, front of the home crowd, right? And he gonna get them all excited. But I think Golden State gonna win at home, right? And they're gonna be 3-1, 3-2, and then they're gonna go ahead and get Game 6.
Yeah, I mean, I hope it goes 7. Game 7 in Memphis, it'd be scary for the Warriors.
That part.
It'd be scary for the Warriors. I know. I love Steph.
Yeah.
I don't like how national media's kind of say he's not clutch. But I can't really remember a huge closeout game that Steph just went nuts in. Maybe it happened. I just don't remember it. What you got? You know it? Is it?
I'm agreeing with you. I'm agreeing with you 100%.
So I don't know. That'd be tough. It's gonna be tough.
You know I need to get. I need that Game 7, man, because all I'm hearing in the background, every break I'm hearing in the background. Whoop that chick. Whoop that chick.
Man,
I can't wait for that.
That got to be the hype. When I heard it, I'm like, are they playing what I think they playing? Like, that's the dopest, man. Memphis is the only one for that.
You know the dudes that come straight from work that got the suits up under the jersey? They was in there. They was, whoop that. Snap.
Hey, keep it in Memphis, man. Keep it in Memphis.
Was he sitting next to Boosie? I saw Boosie. I said, okay, let's go. I love Memphis, man. I want to get a live game one day. I got to get a live game in Memphis.
Yeah, I'm a barbecue guy, so if I can go there, watch a game, and get barbecue, I'm there for all that.
Beale Street, yeah. I saw Ja here in Detroit last year or 2 years ago, right before the pandemic. I saw Ja here in Detroit, and I was just like, man, I love that kid, and that was 2 years ago. So I can't imagine what he looked like now in person.
Yeah. So is it much to talk? Oh, we can't leave this game without talking about what happened last night. The dunk. Y'all saw the dunk. Did you not see the dunk?
Which one are you talking about?
It was the only one dunk in that game that was even worth even talking about.
I'm trying to think who dunked on what.
I ain't see Eric Canada, my man, dunk on.
Oh yeah, Wiggins dunked on Clark.
Jeez.
Oh yeah.
I've never seen Wiggins.
Tells you how impressive that was.
Oh,
about it.
Yeah.
Nah, that thing was
nice. It was
that
nice.
was a straight flush. And the way my man fell though, when they did the replay and the way he was grabbing for him, that was ugly.
Yeah, it was nasty, and I never seen Wiggins like show a little mean streak. You know, I always known to be a little softer or a little nicer than you should. And he snarled at him a little bit. You know, he ain't got no shape up, so he was just looking rough. I saw it. It was
words there too. I saw that part. He had a couple words for him too, man.
Yeah.
You got to. You had no choice when you do that. Ever.
Man. And Clark is strong and athletic. You know, I like Clark a lot. So that was it was impressive because it's not like Clark was a little fella. You know, Clark big.
Which means Draymond had to pull him down pretty hard, right?
Well, no, his hand caught the jersey and gravity, the theory of gravity.
Right, that's what he was saying. Yeah.
All intentional right there.
That's what he was trying to sell everybody.
Come on, Draymond's part.
Come on, Draymond.
Dre, my guy, man, from Saginaw, Michigan. He's my guy, but I'm like, Dre, stop it, man. Don't go on the podcast same day. It's not stop. Unless you're coming on the Life Zone, then you
heard what he said. You heard what Draymond said? When they asked him about the fine, he was like, I made $25 million, man. I'll be okay.
It was because he flipped off the crowd.
Yeah. Dude said, man, I made $25 million, man. I'll be
My man went straight Antonio Brown on him, didn't he?
Right. Man. And he said, I'll make an appearance to cover. I'll just make an appearance. Come on, Dre. Don't do this.
Yeah, he put it all out there, man. Put it all out there.
I'll let y'all tell me, man. Is it worth even pivoting over to this Phoenix series? Is it worth even talking about it? Or
nah.
Yeah. Wait. So you don't think you think it's just a wrap?
Yeah,
I think
it might be. If it ain't a clean sweep, it's gonna be a gentleman sweep.
Yeah.
Luka get one. They got to give Luka one, right? And they can't man go out like that. But
I got the same argument that I got for Ja that I got for Luka.
Okay.
Like Luka can literally go. He just had 45 also.
And they still lost.
And they did. They absolutely did. But that doesn't change the fact that he's capable of it. And so Brunson has been playing out of his mind all playoffs and had a bad game that game.
Yeah.
So if Brunson come back to where we've seen them all playoffs, or Dinwiddie come with him, you know, like I think Phoenix wins it, but I don't think you skip over it without. You got to talk about Luka Don, right?
The angle I want to talk about. Go ahead.
I got the same argument for Luka I got for Giannis, and Boston heard what I said. Stay home on the shooters, man. Let that dude do his thing. He never outscored the whole squad. Period. Luka went for 45 and they still lost. Giannis went for 30 and they lost. I'm just saying. They're gonna do that thing. The refs gonna help him out because Giannis should be fouled out by halftime with all the charges he be getting away with. But I mean, they're gonna let the man run the people over, really get to the bucket, and then throw the ball back to the ref because he ain't ready to take no free throws. Like he gets all the love, man. He just gets all the love.
So I'm just getting to know you a little bit, bro. I detect a little bit of Giannis shade in your commentary. Like, you're not just talking about like that's the Greek freak, right? Or you just saying, is he all just strength and speed? He ain't no talent.
Ooh, I want to get into this. Go ahead.
What you going? He's phenomenal talent at his height to do what he do with his size. He's great, right? But he can't continue to just bully people, man. Like you're not just gonna be running people over to get to the bucket, and the refs giving you these calls.
Yeah.
Like he doesn't like
was he going over and around. I mean,
he has no bag. He does 2-3 moves tops. He gonna dribble hard right, spin left, dribble hard left, spin right, or Euro. That's it.
You remember when LeBron didn't have a mid-range game or a low post game? That's where Giannis is right now.
Yes.
It's hard for me to remember when that was. I'm sure there was a time.
He been in the league for 30 years, but I get what you're saying. But there was a point in time, them early Miami years when they lost to Dallas. That was that time frame.
I don't think that had to do with his bag. I think that was the ticker. That was the ticker. I think that was early Cleveland when he didn't have some of that. He had that in Miami. It was the tick. It was the heart that Dallas took, and he just
that's true.
He didn't know what to do, but he was MVP that season.
You talking about when Jason Kidd was guarding a 1-on-1?
Hey, no. I'll do worse. Jose Calderon. No, what's my Juan? What's my man's name?
I know you're talking about
the little girl. I know you're talking about.
It was worse than Jason. Jason Kidd was an all defensive 6'5" Hall of Famer. That's okay. No, you let I called him Jose Calderon, but I just found out he a billionaire, which I didn't know. I just saw that yesterday. I'm like, wow. But whatever my man's name is that played for Dallas, the little Latino dude was guarding him. Barea.
That's it. That's it.
He was guarding LeBron one-on-one.
So I give you that, and that's coming from a supporter. I know you're gonna try. I know you're trying to poke.
No. I was just guiding you to it. I just wanted to hear you say.
I think
that's what I'm at on Giannis, man.
I think Giannis is better than you giving him credit for. In my opinion, I think he's better than you give him credit for. I think he's a simplified player that if I don't need a bag, why use it? There ever since you can't go 50 piece on a closeout game with no bag. I'm sorry.
He had a good. He was on fire that game. Like that was the breakout for him making all his free throws too, right? And that's an easy 10, 15 points.
I saw the count. The count was back last night though.
They brought it back.
Count was
that's
back.
what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. And then the ref threw him the ball. He threw it back to the ref like I ain't ready yet.
it was back.
Yeah. Like my name is Giannis. I ain't ready yet.
What's up? They doing it again. They doing it again.
You know what I mean? I'm just
Finals MVP.
Hey man, I'm just saying, man. I like it. Like Giannis is he's a talent. He gonna get better, right? I respect that. I understand that. But right now, we're talking about right now.
Are you saying that Boston is gonna win? I'm sorry to jump over, but I'm floored. I didn't think this was gonna be the take on Giannis. Do you say Boston the Celtics can beat the Bucks even without Middleton?
Yes. If they play like they did last night defensively, they can beat the Bucks. You gotta stay home on the shooters, man. Stay home on the shooters. That's my hot take from day one.
Only thing I'm hesitant to say on that, they're not gonna shoot like they did last night. A lot of times when you shoot that well, your defense gets better.
Absolutely.
Right. And I think they're not gonna shoot like that. Not definitely Williams, he definitely not shooting like that. I seen him play in high school and in college. He ain't shooting like that. Ever.
Yeah, I don't see them blowing the Bucks out for 3 more games, right? I'm just saying defensively, if they play like that going forward, staying home on their shooters, they got a good chance. And then I think the issue with Boston that is going to be known later on is Jaylen Brown's not 100% healthy.
Yeah,
that Jaylen Brown, that hamstring still bothering him.
He was cooking yesterday. First
half. The second half, that hamstring, he tweaked that hamstring and he ain't make a bucket. Second half.
Listen,
I think he had like 5 points second half.
When Giannis is going in that post, not so much just from the. You said you follow Famous Los. Y'all follow Famous Los, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. See, he's making fun of Tatum trying to guard Giannis in the post.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, my man was bouncing off of him, and that's
how it looked. Game 1, that's how it looked.
I can't get that out of my mind to lead me to believe that Boston can win this series.
Also, what's the hell? You still got the Defensive Player of the Year who on ice right now. Like something got to shake there because he's too important to that team. I can't imagine that Peyton Pritchard playing 30 minutes is going to be a positive. I mean, bro can shoot, but that's where it stops for me. So I don't know. It's going to be an interesting one. Honestly, I am not disappointed is the wrong word, but I hate how much the injuries are impacting the playoffs this year.
The East for sure. The East for sure.
Yeah. The East. Oh yeah, for sure. And man, I guess more the East than the West. Well, no, I mean GP2 now, so I guess that one a little bit. Even though he a role player, he was starting.
Before we completely go from the Phoenix, I do want to make a comment about Luka. Body wise, this is where I always give the compliment to LeBron. LeBron takes care of his body. Never got to worry about injuries for him. Very rare. Luka, long term, he's younger now. But long term, I worry about him with that from that body standpoint.
Absolutely.
He got a Paul Pierce type body.
Yeah.
You gotta strain to see a muscle.
Right.
And it's crazy because he ox strong. You can see people just be bouncing off of him. But I gotta agree. He definitely needs to change his approach to his body if he wants 15 years of prime greatness. But he got game now.
Again,
he got that. Yeah, he definitely got that old man, crafty,
right?
Great footwork, shifty.
He's
he's enjoyable to watch, man.
Yeah.
But long term, I don't know.
And I get it, man. He's going up against a guy from Kentucky over there with Booker. So I mean, I get it. It's going to be tough to.
You see that? You see that?
Yeah,
What?
I know. It always all roads lead back to Kentucky.
No, I just want to make sure y'all are aware where he came.
You got you a Wildcat in almost every team that I'm trying to go around.
You said you one. You said
you on almost every team.
And you said it.
Oh, let's move on.
I mean, as the most winningest basketball program in recent years, Michigan, as you look it up, and the tourney, I can respect what Kentucky is doing. Talking
about recent years, like 2 years under Jawan Howard.
No. Since Beeline. Since we got cheated out the Final Four by Louisville, they was cheating, so we should have won that one. Trey Burke, all the way back to then Tim Hardaway. Since then, we most winning. So that's about 10 years almost. I don't know the calculation, but we can move on.
I gotta ask this. This is just a quick sidebar because Joe, we ain't really get to talk about it when it actually happened. Whose smack was better, Jawan Howard or Will Smith?
Will Smith.
I just want to ask the question.
Okay, so here it depends on what perspective is better.
Okay.
For the smacker, it was better for Jawan because I feel that he had the less stain on his, just like we even forgot about it. Like, Jawan bounced back by the tournament. And people was loving how he gave love to the kid in the line. Yeah, and it was like it was over. Whereas Will gonna be feeling this for a long time. I saw Chris Rock on stage with Chappelle yesterday
joking about
coming for Will. So that's gonna be there for a while. But from the Smack E standpoint, it was definitely better to be that coach. We have no idea who he is.
Still
the Smack mush is the most disrespectful smack in history.
Yeah.
Like Will Smack was disrespectful, don't get me wrong. The Smack Smush, where you hold it and then wine, man, you could tell where he came from.
Took it back to the streets, huh?
Tell me the last time you heard of somebody slap fire from somebody in public and only lose 4 checks. Jawan, I don't know what Jawan made man. 4 checks?
Right.
That's he made man. I don't know what he doing, but go ahead. I ain't mad. I got a couple people on my list. I'll give 4 checks. Just I'll give them, donate them.
All right. We y'all want to go Harden first, or that's pretty much what we need to talk about, right?
If y'all gonna force me to talk about this, man, I will.
All right, go get it off your chest. I already see. Go ahead and get it off your chest, because X got to get it off his chest too. X.
Oh, I want to hear from you. I want to hear from you. You got that. Your face looks so. Just you got some anger or something.
I'm disappointed, man. Like the disappointment is real with James Harden, man. Like this is your time, bro. And I said it when he got traded, man. I wanted to see the Houston James Harden, right? And then we get into the playoffs and my man get hurt. Like, this is it, bro. You couldn't do it. You couldn't do it for a game. And now you can't even, like, the disappointment is real, man. Like, Philly brought you in to be that other superstar. They didn't bring you in just to fit in, man. That's not why you here.
Right.
And you can't get it done, bro. The disappointment is real.
So I agree with you. I think you brought up projecting Luka by not taking care of his body.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we see. Like that man fell off a cliff, and he's not 15 years in. And I don't believe. I think he's 12, 13, 12, 11, 12 years in.
Mm-hmm.
I can't imagine it being confidence, but this man he done lost all of his mojo, and his aggression is not even there. Like he is legit just a facilitator now. Like that, he believes his role is just to kick, and then every once in a while he does the step back or he try to draw the foul. But I believe that's the type of amazing talent that just doesn't have the killer drive to cement his legacy. I just don't believe it because he cares more about the fame and fortune. And what Jalen used to say, champagning and campaigning. That's what Harden like to do versus get in the zone and be ready to try to get this chip, because that's the only way he gonna validate that amazing career he's had.
Well, his whole season consists of pick up basketball.
Yeah,
love it. That's it.
And Joe, he agrees with he agrees with you. You saw a statement. I'm reading it right now on the screen. For one time in my career, I just want my team to step up in the playoffs. I've carried the burden my entire career. It's the same old story, and I want to be somewhere I fit in. He wants to fit in.
Man, I heard you read that off in another. I was watching another pod. I don't know he said that, man. Did we validate that?
It came from Bleacher Report. We're not saying that's a credible source.
Oh, okay. If it came from Bleacher, I thought it came from the same place that just been pump faking me all year with some of that stuff. I'm like, I know they didn't say that, and but anyway, if he said that, that's one of the most dumb, disrespectful things I can hear a star say. Like, come on. What are you talking about? You started your career by being the third guy, first and foremost.
So, X, what did we say he's getting paid?
No way he said that with a straight face.
No way.
What is he getting paid this year?
He ain't getting paid, right? In.
Yeah, 47 this year. I think it was 44 next year.
That ain't fit in money.
What? Yeah.
And he want to fit in.
Yeah, that ain't fit in money.
No, that's not.
And this is where I would say a joke about, and this is me being dead serious. I'll throw in the UK thing with Maxey. I'm not even gonna do that. Maxey is playing with all heart. He's running that team right now. Keep it real.
Maxey nice. Maxey got that youth and that hunger.
Yeah.
And Harden got only hunger Harden got is them lemon pepper Lou's. That's the only hunger he got. That's man, it's crazy. When he went to Brooklyn, I was like, there's nobody could beat them. And then when he got traded to Philly, I was just thinking, like, if he was just quitting on Brooklyn and he go just turn back to close to James Harden, it's a wrap, because JoJo is an animal, and it don't. It's crazy.
So we're talking about Philly and Joel Embiid was just mentioned, right? Why is he even in the game?
Yeah.
Up a dub, few minutes to go to get that kind of injury, right?
I know.
Why is that even an option?
X, it sounds like you blaming somebody. Who you blaming? Doc?
I'm just saying, man. I'm just,
Who you blaming, Doc?
No, that's what it sounds like to me too.
I'm asking a question, man. I'm hoping you guys can help explain on Doc's behalf.
Well, if you listen to Doc's explanation,
why we doing that?
Doc had a pretty convoluted explanation that I wasn't really buying.
Right.
I don't know. It's tough. The NBA is a game of runs, so you can't just give up too soon. But if I remember correctly, it was like 4 something left, 5 minutes left.
Yeah.
Toronto not breaking the 20-point lead. That their heart was out of it. They were done. That's tough.
Not being on the floor ain't gonna make that much of a difference. He should have been on the bench.
Yeah. Both of them, him, Harden, they all should have been on the bench by then.
That's when you let Maxey hold it down till the game is out.
Yeah.
Well, no, Maxey is a star, man. You got to put him on the bench too, right?
I mean, you got to have some kind of threat out there.
He's the number one option for me right now.
Shake Milton. You put Shake Milton out there and let him cook. Let him cook. I need everybody. Tobias, come sit over here.
Yeah.
I need everybody chilling to get ready, because Philly needed healthy bodies to even come close to be able to beat Miami. And that just ain't gonna happen, man. I feel awful for Embiid, because I think he played out of his mind this season. He's actually stayed healthy into something freak where you got Spicy Pete bowing him in the face. So that's
who's your MVP?
I like Embiid. All of my sources say the Joker go win it again, and that's tough for me. That's tough. I like Joker, but I think Embiid deserved to be the MVP this year. But I do, I think Joker will get it. He did some. Didn't he have like the highest PER ever or something crazy like that?
Metrics off the chart.
Off the chart.
A lot of these metrics people don't like. Even the average fan don't follow. Right.
Right.
They are legit stats.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, it's because you can't just look at points, rebound, and assists. Like I appreciate that there's some thought and some science to it, but I just think sometimes they get hung up on it. Like eye test, sniff test. He got one last year. The team, you got to also give the team some. JoJo played through a lot of controversy and ball through controversy. Having no Ben Simmons and then having half of a Hardman, and he still just worked. So I don't know. They didn't ask for my vote.
Speaking of bad bodies, add that one to the list too. Keep adding them too.
He got a rough, man. Like New Jersey coming for him.
Yeah,
they're coming for him.
Who that?
How you not playing, man? How you not gonna play?
Oh,
what's this mental health situation? What's that?
Where you at on that, Joe? I know where X is on that. Where you at?
It's tough. It's a tough one for me. It's tough. I think it's easy. It's easy to criticize because you play a game, you making tens of millions of dollars a year. Like, come on, man. As somebody who has experienced forms of just difficult mental situations, I can understand how debilitating it could be. I would go outside the hoop to break the stress, so that's a little challenge for it. I do think that there was some truth to it earlier in the year, and I think they just latched onto it and avoided the controversy of him coming back and not helping win, and so they just hid behind it for the rest of the year. Is what I assume, but there's still a place in my heart that you got to give it a little, like I don't know it, and I know that stuff it can mess with you no matter who you are. Yeah. The strongest man, it can break you down to your knees, so I get that part.
So yeah, I totally understand the mental health piece of it for him when it comes to like traumatic stress and how it can be triggered, being put back in that situation. I get it. The game 4 situation where they was all hyped about him coming back and possibly playing game 4, but the minute they lost game 3, he was like, no, I'm good on that.
Yeah.
Right. I understand it from a mental health standpoint, but as a fan,
disappointed.
Because he was supposed to be the guy that was going to help them lock down the wing defender and then take the pressure off the Kyrie and them and KD defensively, and that just never came to fruition. So
exactly, yeah. KD got worn down trying to guard Tatum. If Ben could have took 10 minutes to slow down Tatum a little bit and let KD just worry about cooking, we could have had they could have got one game maybe, but
what's your take on KD's abilities at 33, 34?
I think he's still I think he's still top 3-4 players in the world still. I think he I do think this series didn't show up the way he normally does. I think he was responsible for doing a little too much. But I don't think it takes away from his skill set. It's still, that's like that's Kevin Durant. Like I think about with Lou Williams and Patrick Beverly and back in the Clippers, like he's still Kevin Durant. Like so I expect him to have a monster year next year again. It's just about if his running mate go show up for the season or not.
I mean, if he play a couple more games, I know you talk about that guy. I ain't gonna say his name. If he play a couple more games, burn some more sage, he might do a little bit better. I don't know. Throwing it out there.
That's an interesting one. Kai is interesting to me. I believe that he gets propped up by his peers. Like he's like everybody's favorite player's favorite player because of his skill set.
Yeah. But
my basketball eyes say he don't impact winning to get the amount of love that he get. But if we ain't never seen nobody have a handle like that, like never, that handle is stupid, and that's why he get the love he get, and his creativity and his ability to get buckets. But how come he ain't got no success before and after playing with that one man? How come he ain't got no success? That's just
Kyrie is must-see TV, man, but he don't. Like you said, there's nobody in his corner that's giving him the honest to God truth. Like,
right,
you need to be doing this, or you shouldn't be doing that. There's nobody out there doing that. There's nobody in his corner telling. He has all yes men around him.
This has nothing to do with the COVID thing either. This is well before that. My man, I hate to bring Stephen A. in this and all that. We stand on our own platform and all that, but he doesn't show up to play. I mean, he's not playing, like, physically. He's not. He's finding reasons not to play.
Yep.
Right. And that's what I'm going back to the Ben Simmons thing. I didn't get a chance to chime in on that, but like, when you, as a man, right, we all know each other. We know the history of what we do and what we stand for. And if you have that history of running, right, I followed him when he was at LSU going through. He has a history of running. That's what defines Ben Simmons for me.
Yeah.
With Kyrie, it frustrates me because I want to see him play. I do.
Yeah.
Right? I'll be honest though, I don't think it would have made a difference in this series. Like, even leading up with Boston, I don't think, just based on what I saw, they couldn't have had the chemistry. With Ben Simmons playing, I would say, I'm talking about Kyrie now. With Kyrie, I don't think even the chemistry was there would have made a difference. I just don't. They may have got 1 or 2 games. Yeah,
it'd have been a better series. It would have been a sweep, but I mean,
swept out of here.
Boston's depth probably would have took over that series in the long run.
Remember, it was game 1 or 2, like when Tatum had the game winning layup. Like,
he won.
It wasn't like Brooklyn. They were right there for the first game or so, but you could just tell after that, KD was just, Kyrie let that crowd get to him. After he was cooking them, and then all of a sudden he just had nothing left. So I don't think Brooklyn. I think I said when the trade first happened that I thought Philly would be better this year, and Brooklyn would be better long term.
Mm-hmm.
But that's an assumption that Ben is going to come back and start playing like Ben, who doesn't have the pressure of being the second option, which I think will be amazing for him. If you don't got to be a second option, and he can just do all the other stuff and lock up. Oh man. It could be nasty, but are we gonna see that again? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. So with these teams that's left, what's the ideal finals matchup?
Ideal, like entertainment value or best?
All that.
All of it. Unfortunately, I feel like a healthy rematch from last year is like I want Chris Paul to be able to right his wrong from last year, a healthy book, and like let's run it back and see how that series should have maybe played out.
Mm-hmm.
But my heart, I would love to see Memphis make it to the championship, just because of box office that Jai is. And I think that I don't know. You could pick a team from the East. I don't know.
The music playing in my head. The music in my head.
Championship. Woo. I don't know. Boston. I go with Boston because I like Udoka as a coach. I like those young guys out there. So Memphis, give me Memphis, Boston. I'll be happy. Give me a rematch. I'll be okay. I can't lie. I don't want to see Miami. Miami play a boring brand of basketball for me right now.
They do. I
don't want to see them.
I think that's the East, period, man. Like, outside of Boston, like, there's no excitement to the Eastern Conference Finals or the Eastern Conference playoffs, period. Right? Miami, Milwaukee, right? I mean, it's no Chris Middleton, right? And Giannis is going to do the same thing the whole game, right? Yeah. Boston, like, Tatum puts on the show, man. That dude can hoop. Right?
Yeah.
He got handles. He got offensive game. I could watch him play basketball and be entertained.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And then in the West, like you said, Ja Morant, that dude, he gonna feel the you gonna tune in for that because you don't know what he gonna do, and they're exciting, they're young. Phoenix with a healthy Booker is fun to watch.
Yeah.
So I mean,
so here goes the selfish part of me. Selfish, all Homer. I'm all Homer.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to see Phoenix win, and for them to like, all right, we're not gonna pay Ayton because you know what I mean, like that. There's already going out there that Phoenix is maybe unsure if they gonna pay Ayton or not. So I want him to get his ring and like, you know what, I want to take the most money because we got the most money in the cap.
I know where you're going.
And if you bring Ayton on over here to the Motor City and let him run with Motorcade with a young Chris Paul, he bullying, all that stuff. Come on over, Ayton. If you don't want to have your point guard dancing in your video, no, that's all selfish. I don't think it's gonna happen, but I want to see Ayton come on over here so we can be in these playoffs.
Yeah, I mean, I can see that. I knew you was going with that. I knew
we'd be the best team in the Central for sure if that happened.
All right, X. I've been asking everybody. I mean, sorry, Joe. X already had this question. I've been asking all the guests this. You're gonna get the same question.
Okay.
I'll give you the pen. I'll give you the job. Fix the Lakers.
Oh, fix the Lakers. So I'm one of the Rambis. I'm like Joe Rambis over here, or Phil Jackson's nephew. Why they got so much power? I just don't understand.
Phil Jackson's in the mix now too. We're gonna get into that too.
I saw that. So fix the Lakers. I got to start at Rob, and he a Michigan guy, but I don't think Rob Pelinka got the spine for this job. So I got to start there. Rob Pelinka is too much a Genie Buses guy. He's a yes guy. He do what the players tell him to do. He do whatever. Like, where are your thoughts at, Pelinka? So I hate to say this. If you're watching, which I hope you are, you should be watching Pelinka. You my guy, go blue, but you got to go first. I got to get. I want to back up. I want to take a Brinks truck to Toronto and get that brother Ujiri.
Yeah, I know you're talking about.
Come on, though. Like I love how he think and how he build the team. Plus, I just want to see that brother get, that super high profile gig. So I'm starting there, and I'm letting him tell Jeannie and Phil and Kurt and all of them kick rocks. Let me handle this. All right, so that's my first move. And then for coach, I need a player. I need a coach who got that. I need somebody in the mold of like the J Kids, the Chaunceys, the Ty Lues. I need somebody in that mold to coach that squad. Like Mark Jackson, yeah. I mean, he's been the thing. I love Mark Jackson. I don't want to selfishly. I don't want to see him leave TV, but it's been a long time since he coached, right? And so Mark Jackson, I wouldn't be mad at it. I love that. Sam Cassell, why can't Sam Cassell get his shot? Where's Sam Cassell at?
There's something there with that because he's interviewed for a lot of jobs. There's something there.
Something. What is it? I don't know because I think he done played with greats. He got that. He not will be afraid to speak his mind to, so I don't know. I got the pen. Sam. Come on, Sam. Come on over. Let's get it started there. You got your assistant coach on the floor, but Brian, shut up and just listen and be coached. All right. I'm AD. Bro, we sleeping in the hyperbaric chamber all summer. We changing your diet. I don't know what needs to happen, but I need AD to come with a whole different approach to his body.
So you keeping him is what I hear.
Oh, yeah. Man, you don't trade Anthony. Is Giannis available? Because if the answer is no, then you keep AD. You don't. Who do you trade him for? If I can't get Giannis, I'm not trading Anthony Davis.
I got a slight answer for you. There's only like maybe 2 teams that's been polled that actually would want AD right now with that contract. Go ahead.
That contract.
True story.
I don't disagree with that. And those 2 teams that got nothing but me and you to trade for. But I'm not trading Anthony Davis. I got to give him one good, come on, man. Just one summer of just, you, your wife, and your kid go live with Brian, and just sleep in the chamber next to his, get a blood transfusion like Kobe, like do something.
Hold on, Joe. What X? What
I
LeBron
know,
saying
what's
in
that
80s
face?
here? What 80 saying LeBron's here? I mean, what LeBron saying 80s here?
I mean, AD, it's just not like it's just not realistic for him, man. Like the dude is,
He fragile.
yeah, man. Like, I mean, the dude is gonna be in street clothes for at least 25 games, man.
Street clothes.
At least.
That's that name.
He got 50 to 55 games in him, bro.
That's that name.
That's all he got, man. That's it.
Yeah. All right, I don't want to believe that, man. Stop, don't put that mojo on my team. So my team mean I got the pen. Like, don't misquote me out here in the airway. So now here go the big thing. We got to trade Russ.
Absolutely.
Russ has an expiring contract. So though, yes, it is $40-some million, it's an expiring contract. There's value in the NBA, as we all know, with that expiring contract.
So what you gonna sit down and tell Russ? Walk us through how you gonna tell Russ? How you gonna let him know?
Oh, man, he already wiped the Lakers clean off his social media. Let the same dudes who convinced him to come, let them tell him. So y'all have another cookout, another Taco Tuesday at the house, and you break the news that he out of here on Wednesday. So you better get all the Lobos, all the tequila, and get it going. My man, you got to go.
Go play. Don't forget to go play.
So I saw this one. So this ain't an original idea, but I saw this one. I was like, I actually like that. I saw that the potential of Indiana coming for that expiring contract for Buddy Hield and Brogdon. And then I guess there would have to be some, smaller contracts to make it all work. Though that addition by subtraction, you take away one career superstar, even though he ain't look like one this year, and you put two just decent role players, I think they'd be a whole different team. They should have got Buddy Hield last year, but we all know how that went.
I think that'll definitely help. But what's not helping, man, is Magic is airing the front office dirty laundry, man, like something terrible. He threw LeBron on the bus.
I know.
He was like, I know, Joe, you talk like him better than I do. He was like, we had DeMar was trying to come home. He was coming home. He said, but then by the time I got the Genie in them, they said LeBron and them already had Russ signed up. I'm like, come on, man.
Taco Tuesday. Yeah. No. Magic is salty because winning time, airing his laundry. So he's salty. So he airing everybody else out. Magic's like, bye. Everybody go.
They ain't doing him no justice on that shit.
Oh, man.
I know. That's tough. It's a tough situation. That's what I would do. But everything is contingent upon AD sleeping in the hyperbaric chamber all summer. That is the number one thing. Even more important than trading Russ, you got to have that man playing like the guy you traded, Ingram, who a fool. Absolute. You traded that dude away. I need who I traded for. Plus a Hart, plus Lonzo. Who knows what, he got to get his body together too. But you traded away that Ingram looked like. If the Lakers would have had Ingram this year, they would have been in the play-in. I'll tell you that.
Talking about AD, man, we got to add that to the list of bad bodies. That's a bad body.
I hate it. It's so cold, man. He's so good, but yeah, it's an awful body.
Just can't help it. So, yeah, man. What else we got? Where y'all want to go? Where you want to go?
We can get into the NFL, man.
Oh yeah, let's do that.
Wait, before we go to the NFL, you go put me on the hot seat. You asked me with my finals. Are we making predictions? Is the live zone? Do we put our predictions on wax? Like who gonna have the ring?
We do. Yeah, we do.
Oh, let's do that.
Did I miss it already?
No, what you got?
Oh, I already said I want Memphis to win, but I believe Chris Paul gets a revenge against Milwaukee. That's my belief with a healthy book that Chris Paul gets his ring. That's my prediction.
I got Golden State, Milwaukee in the finals.
Oh.
And I got Golden State winning. I don't like that pick. That's not what I want to happen. But
Okay.
Speaking realism,
I got Phoenix and Boston in the finals, and I got Phoenix winning.
CP, man.
He writing it down. You see that? See him write it down over there.
He got it. He go pull it back up in a month or two.
Oh, this is gonna be a clip. It's gonna be a clip on. It'll be on TikTok. Don't worry.
Yeah, you see that? You see that?
I just want CP3 to get his, man. I told you all pre-show that a lot of my player fandom comes from the fact that I don't do well with the slander of the greats. CP3 be getting slandered, and it's all based on the fact that he don't have a ring. I want him to get out of that category with the Barkleys and the Ewings and the Malones, and I want him to get out of that category and get him one.
Perfect timing. This is not slander of the greats. It's actually paying respect. So LeBron won another award though, right?
No, I don't know. What's the award, man?
He won the Razzie.
What's the Razzie?
It's the worst actor.
I did.
Sam too. Listen. He won that award. That's an award. But listen, even better than that, you want to hear the speech? Want to hear the acceptance speech? I got it for you. Hold up. Let me cue it up. This is the true speech.
What did you find in Game 5 here?
Just locked in. I had to change my approach a little bit on how I approach the game. I wasn't that good in the first 2 games here in this building. I watched a lot of film, detailed it out, changed my blueprint, and we was able to put together some spectacular games after being down 3-1. History, we in the record books. We the first team ever to come back from a 3-1 deficit. This is special.
We'll see you in a few minutes on the podium, LeBron. Mike.
What do you think? Huh?
Man, come on, man.
Oh, I just want to make sure
you're gonna take that man's greatest moment and turn it into. In Space Jam 2, I saw some bad movies last year. That wasn't the worst one.
Oh, what?
They be hating on my man. It wasn't the worst movie I saw last year.
Name a worst actor. That's why I want to hear that.
He's not an actor. Name a worst performance.
Once you do a movie, you're an actor.
Yeah, okay. IMDb. I don't know. I mean, I thought I don't know, man. Why are you attacking my man?
Nah, he got an award. It's not
box office.
I'm just making sure you're aware.
What was the box office? So wait. Time out. Since we got to go there, I also saw Space Jam 1. You telling me that was good acting? Because if you do, I'm gonna have to exit myself from this pod. That was good acting in Space Jam 1?
Oh, it's great.
Oh my gosh.
It was absolutely great.
Oh my gosh.
What are we talking about?
How do you do this? How do you do this every week? This is y'all in the teens on episodes. How are you still standing in the teens with this commentary, man? I guess you're gonna tell me he is a good GM too, and a good owner.
I can't go there.
Oh, okay.
Not go there. Speaking of with him, the owner, he's in talks with trying to get Westbrook here in Charlotte.
I saw that for Gordon Hayward.
I sent him a letter. I couldn't resist. I sent him a letter.
I'll take that. I'll take that as if I could still run the Lakers. I'll take that.
Joe, you don't understand. I sent the man a letter. Letting him know, listen, diehard fan all my life.
Space Jam was good.
You, sir. Sell the team. Sell the team.
I'll get down with that group. If we could throw our little shingles in and be a part of that new purchasing group for the Hornets, I'll get down with that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
I got
hilarious.
$10 on it. I got 10.
I got 10 on it.
All right, man. Let's talk about your Super Bowl Detroit Lions.
We gonna start there? Wow. So we gonna start there at the NFL. You said it, not me, but here's a funny stuff. So X, as you getting to know me more, I am a very realistic fan, except the few months after the draft. Like everybody, the few months after the draft, we're going to Super Bowl. Then game 1, I back to reality of we still the Lions. But these couple months, I'm flying high. I feel like we made some maneuvers in the draft. we traded up and got the lightning bolt from Alabama. I think him with what's my man name? Amara. I think we got a nice little receiving core growing.
St. John.
So yeah, but I want this. I'm the first person I ever heard say this. We are golful at quarterback. We're golful, and until we address that, we gonna still be the Lions. The man got little hand. I went to the game. I saw it with my own two eyes. His hands are little. How you a quarterback with little hands? I don't understand it.
Serious question. Where were you when you found out that Aaron Rodgers is coming back, and what was your reaction? Be honest.
I don't know. I was probably on my phone somewhere, and that dude owns us. So I felt like I feel for the last 15 years. Well, he gonna destroy us the last game of the year, break our heart like he always do. But I ain't gonna lie, I was a little happy when I saw the trade with Vegas.
Yeah.
I was a little happy with that. Because I was like, good, get Hop on out of here. I'm okay with that. That made me feel good. But he still go torch us. It don't matter. He could be throwing it to you, me, and X. He'll torch us.
Hey, let me ask you a question though. So you're a fan, right? So where were you at? It's a two-part question too. So
okay.
Where were you at? Like my man Eric said, when you heard about the trade, Stafford for golf.
Yeah.
Right. That's the first piece of the question, and then the second piece is, how do you enjoy seeing Stafford's commercial when he wink at you? You cool with that?
Yeah. So no, it ain't even. So I was here at home. I was actually so I'm a realistic fan. I genuinely like Staff. I genuinely do. I think he played with as much heart. He made a lot of mistakes, but he showed up for an organization that didn't really give him what he needed all the time. And we made, we blew a team up, but we didn't keep Sue. We let Nick Fairley walk. Like, we did all this stupid stuff when we had a squad. Then we fired Jim Caldwell. It was the best coach that we done had since Wayne Fonts, like we just fired him and hired one of Belichick's goons. So I was happy that he got a chance to go to a winning situation 12 years in. I was happy that he won. I don't agree with the people like, that's Detroit Super. No, it's not. That's the Rams Super Bowl. But I was happy as a supporter of his whole career. I did think that they got over on us for sending us golful, but I was happy for Stafford. That commercial is funny to me. I believe it's because I've watched him his whole career. I believe it's a genuine commercial. Like, he do feel that way. That he had nothing but love for what he had here, but it was time for him at his point in his life to try to win, because again, going back to what we said about CP3, Stafford would just be known as a stat patter up until now. He actually shown that he can win. So he needed that. And so I was happy for him. And I don't mind the commercial. I think it's cool. That the layman won't even know what he's talking about. It only take a fan to actually know what he's talking about. Every time I'm like, that's okay. I'm cool with that, Staff. No diss. Realistic. My feelings ain't that much into it. But when we do get our Super Bowl, y'all better come on up to the parade. Y'all might you might be in a flying car, but y'all better get on up here to the parade.
Joe, I already know you're gonna be a fool on that day. I already know.
J.R. Smith style. Off the Henny, no shirt.
Hey, during the draft, did y'all see Sean McVay and his assistant coach laugh at the Patriots' first pick?
Man, look at it.
Hey, I lost it. Because, Tara, she gonna watch this, but
oh yeah. What's up, sis?
Tara's a Patriots fan, of course. When they were laughing, she was legit pissed.
I know she was. I'm not gonna let them slander your squad, sis. I'm gonna jump in.
I'm up here with the phone like this.
Did you hear that? I was actually a little confused by like the reaction it got, because when I saw, I only saw it after. I didn't see it real time.
Yeah.
But when I watched, I was like, it seemed like they were laughing at themselves for saying we were actually scouting this dude in the hundreds and he got picked up in the 20s. But then when I heard some other people talk about it, I was like, oh, like, laughing like, we're looking at this dude in the 3rd, 4th round. Y'all go pick him up.
That's what it was.
Round? Like, that's a reach.
So Joe, we actually was at the bar. Yeah, we all was together at Buffalo Wild Wings. And when they made that pick, well, I can't even yell on the podcast what she really said, but it was high pitched in the bar.
Everybody heard it. Everybody heard it.
He was hot. She called him Dr. Strange.
That's dope though. Y'all had a lot. Was it a live experience at the Buffalo Wild Wings, or y'all just brought a group out to hang?
Yeah, we brought fans pro group out there. You know, we all just we got together.
No, I want to see the Life Zone live broadcast during the draft.
That's next level, right? I like that.
That's what I want to see. So y'all heard it here first. That was an idea from a Detroiter. I need the Life Zone to jump into the expense account, get me a trip on down. I want to be a part of it.
Whoa, you could be here in June though, right?
I will. I'm coming to some time in Charlotte. Draft. Charlotte is my second home. Yes. I spent 15 years there. I love Charlotte. I will be there for the month of June. So the NBA draft. I need to be next to both of y'all, man. For the NBA draft. Jersey. Yeah. We're gonna get that number 1 pick again. Going back to basketball, I'm talking about my Pistons. We're gonna get the number 1 pick, and I want to get either Smith or Banchero. I'm okay with it. I just say no to home. I don't want Chet. I'm sorry. I don't want Chet on my team.
So we've been talking about this. You know, the most exciting division in the NFL next year, hands down, is going to be AFC West.
Yeah.
Who you got? Me and X already got disagreement on this. Who you got winning that division? Keeping in mind, Russ is in Denver.
Right.
You know he'd be cooking.
Let Russ cook.
Yeah.
So we got Denver, we got Vegas,
Chargers.
We got Chargers, and we got Kansas City.
Yeah. Tyreek Hill in Miami.
Cheetah gone. So I don't think it's Denver. I don't think it's Denver. I don't think it's Vegas. I think it's between the Chargers, like Herbert. That kid is nice. I think he's nice. And did I see, man, my basketball is way different than my football because of them. Like I gotta sometimes suppress watching football because my feelings be so hurt. Mm-hmm. Did I see Khalil Mack go to the Chargers?
I think he did.
Yeah.
They traded Khalil Mack?
Yeah.
He did.
So don't they got one of them Bosa boys?
Yeah.
It's either it's hard to go against Pat Mahomes. We want to see how he go respond without the cheetah. But I think if it's a hot take, I think the Chargers they're gonna be a problem because that defense. If Khalil Mack, if I'm not wrong about that, that's gonna be a game changer because I saw him wreck the Lions every game they played the Bears for the last 2 years. That dude is unbelievable.
I don't know how much they addressed it, but keeping in mind they were like bottom 3 in rush defense last year. I don't know if Khalil Mack's gonna make that much of a difference.
Right.
Just throwing it out there. Denver Broncos will run guaranteed 200 yards plus on them, guaranteed. If everything stays constant the way it is today.
Since you're putting predictions on wax and keeping it locked down, episode 1-3, you know what I mean? I'm gonna go. I've said this a few times. Until you beat the champ, man, they stay the champs.
It's not a bad pick.
I'm staying with the Chiefs, man. I'm staying with the Chiefs.
Oh, the champs, that division.
Division champs. So till they get beat, it's tough.
X, we're gonna take it a step further though. So you gotta put it on wax. So every year, I bet on who I think is gonna win the division every year.
Right.
Between the 3 of us, just for fun, we're gonna get a blank sheet of paper before the season starts, and we're gonna fill out who's coming out each division and total it up. That's what we're gonna do. That's where we're gonna put it on wax.
All right, let's do it.
I'm comfortable with that, but I like how you said before the season because I need to see some of these dominoes fall.
Yeah.
I need to see where Baker go end up because I said I'm not. I don't think he's very good, but I would take him in Detroit today. So I put that out there. Baker, come on, Detroit, but 1 year contract, 1 year. Like we don't no long terms. No, 1 season. Let's get Goffle on out of here. Bring Cap with you. Cap can back you up. I'll take that too. But I want to see what happened with Debo. Like I'm blown away that this is even a conversation that he could leave San Fran. I saw, Greg was on the pod a couple pods ago. And, I saw his 49ers hurt. His heart was hurt. He's talking about Debo. Like, no, it's not going to happen. I'm like, okay.
My take on Greg, X, I don't know if you called it. I think Greg is more hopeful. He truly believes that Debo is going to come back. I think he's hopeful.
Yeah, like you got to hold out hope, man, until something happens. You got to stay faithful till something happens. Got to.
Yeah. Because all the 49er fans is like, oh, God, we didn't pick up a wide receiver in the first round. Woo, we good. That's Debo coming back, man. Nah, that don't mean that. Y'all still ain't paid that man. You got to pay him.
Right.
He earned it too, man. Like, he is the most dynamic they got. Like, I would hate to see that offense with that quarterback without him.
Oof.
Right?
When you say that quarterback, you talk about the young fella, right? Because he's the quarterback now.
Jimmy G still there, ain't he?
Well, they were shopping him. They were shopping him up until he had to get that surgery, but they were shopping him.
I mean, but he's still on the roster though.
Yeah.
I mean, so unless he get traded, like I suspect he's still going to start.
No, what's my man's name? What's the young fella?
Trey Lance.
Trey Lance. They gonna put him out there?
Yeah.
You gotta give him. Yeah, you gotta just give him. Jimmy G is right now. Jimmy G is just trade bait.
Greg, what? I mean, X, what can Jimmy do for you? He can
win some games, man.
He can win some games.
And he gonna win some games with Debo as an outlet. I don't know what he gonna do without Debo.
That's true. Now, that dude is dynamic.
Hey, anywhere on the field, you get that man the ball, he can take it to the house.
My heart was broke. I heard that the Lions lowballed the offer. I said, "Come on, man! You got to throw everything at him. Give him, send them Goffle. We'll take Jimmy off your hands. We'll take Jimmy and Debo, and you can take our
rules. The negotiating rules don't apply in this case. You need to give him what he wants.
Whatever.
Give him what he wants.
Wow.
Hey,
That's
we're gonna see.
So you put me on the hot spot. I also, you're talking about Greg being hopeful. I also hear a lot of hopefulness between my Commander fans. One, it sounds weird to even say this. Commanders. This is just weird.
Mm-hmm.
Talk to me. Give me an insight. I'm gonna be honest. I ain't nobody. I'm not checking for y'all. I don't know what's going on with your squad. So help me out. Besides, I saw y'all got Carson, which I'm unimpressed by. He in the level of Goffle to me. So talk to me.
You want me to go first? You got it.
Man, I'm hopeful, right? Because here's like Carson Wentz's stats versus our division, pretty good, right? So I'm hopeful that he will help us be competitive, right, in the division. If all you gotta do is win the division to get in the playoffs, and at that point, anything's possible. So if we can be the competitive in the division, we good. I'm a little nervous about my wideout because he also wants that bag now, and he's ready to get re-signed and re-up, right? Our draft strategy wasn't the greatest. I don't know if we were drafting for depth or like I don't know, but we got a lot of, for lack of better terms, we got a lot of role players, guys that's gonna come in and fill a spot, not necessarily do anything great, but as all NFL fans are at the beginning of the year, we're gonna be good this year. We're gonna have a better year than we did last year. That's the plan. That's what I hope for. So we'll see. So
when we fill out that blank sheet, beginning of the season, there's one division I'm already sold on who's gonna win it.
Yeah,
sure.
that's a no-brainer. That's a given.
NFC East?
Yeah, that's a wrap.
I got the Eagles.
Oh.
I got the Commanders because I'm a fan, and I got.
I'm a fan, but see, for me, I'm speaking with my wallet.
Yeah. See, he a little different.
my wallet, Eagles is gonna win the division. Yeah. I'm just gonna be honest with you.
I agree with that.
That's just me keeping it real.
I ain't gonna lie, man. They draft picks. Oh boy.
They
D-line gonna be nice.
Pressure.
And they got the wideouts too. Didn't
got
AJ
AJ.
Brown somebody come?
Yeah.
Brown.
Yeah, they're gonna be nice, man. They're gonna be a tough one. It's gonna be a tough one right there.
I agree. So one, I think y'all got the third best quarterback in that division. I think Dak and Jalen are better. And Danny Dimes is just a smidge under Carson. And I know that was a shots fired. I just want to that was a shots fired. But I just heard that I didn't know this, but I just heard AJ Brown and apparently Jalen Hurts are like best friends. I don't even know how that happened.
I don't know. I know I saw them FaceTime each other or something like that, but I didn't know about the best friend thing.
That's interesting. That's an interesting one. I'm curious how that works. You know, is there going to be instant chemistry? It's an interesting one.
They need him to take a step forward, though. They need Jalen to take a step forward because that team is good. Don't get me wrong; they will be good.
Yeah.
But I got to see a step forward from him, better than just being able to throw when the wide receiver is open. I need to see him throw a wide receiver open.
Yeah.
For me to believe him, like he can get away with the NFC East, right? But outside of that,
yeah, you can't bring that to the North.
I mean, he can't do that. I mean, realistically, no NFC East team outside of our division is very competitive with the rest of the league,
right?
Cowboys included, right? So, I mean, that's why the division, winning the division is always the goal because it gets you into the bowl and then gets you to the big dance, man. You go from there. But
see what happens.
Yes, yeah, absolutely.
All right, fellas, we gotta wrap it up. No time is hitting. X closes out, man.
Hey, man, appreciate the guests. You know, my man coming through with the hot takes, man, entertaining the fans, man. We truly appreciate you stopping through.
Absolutely. Thank you.
To all you guys listening, thanks for watching on YouTube. Feel free to join the conversation via the Facebook group. Rate us, review us. And as always, man, we'll see you next time.
Peace. Appreciate you, Joe.